The story begins at a pop diva's concert, which is intricately planned as a trap to capture the killer of Hartnett. However, the protagonist's emotions throughout these events are as implausible as his methods of escape. M. Night Shyamalan has been a prominent figure in filmmaking for 25 years, rising to fame in 1999 with the release of The Sixth Sense. His career can be segmented into four distinct phases. Initially, he was celebrated as an A-list visionary director, often likened to Steven Spielberg. This period includes his critically acclaimed films like Unbreakable, which many consider his masterpiece, along with Signs and The Village. The second phase of his career saw a decline as he began to fall into self-parody. Films like Lady in the Water and The Happening marked this era, where the concept of a Shyamalan twist ending became more of a predictable gimmick than a creative hallmark, signaling the creative rut he was experiencing. In the third phase, Shyamalan attempted to reinvent himself by stepping away from his established style and becoming an anonymous science fiction director. This era included films such as The Last Airbender and After Earth, where he moved away from his signature storytelling techniques in favor of mainstream sci-fi narratives. The final phase of his career, starting with Split in 2016, marked a significant comeback. The film, starring James McAvoy as a villain with multiple personalities, was a commercial success and revived interest in Shyamalan's work. Although audiences began flocking to his films once more, the perception of his work shifted from being A-list material to a more unabashed embrace of B-movie elements. This phase is characterized by a mix of creativity and a willingness to indulge in more adventurous and less conventional storytelling. Riley, played by Allison Donahue, is a bright and charming middle school student who is thrilled to be attending the concert of her dreams at the Tanaka Arena. Accompanying her is her father, Cooper, played by Josh Hartnett, who is eager to strengthen their father-daughter bond by embracing the cool dad persona. He enthusiastically tries to relate to her world, attempting to use trendy slang like jelly, short for jealous, which only ends up feeling awkward and forced. Cooper's efforts to appear hip are well-intentioned but sometimes miss the mark, especially when compared to Riley's friends. Or rather, the popular girls who were her friends until their fickle loyalties shifted, who have managed to snag better seats closer to the stage. In the competitive social landscape of modern middle-class life, Cooper's efforts to impress are just adequate. Josh Hartnett's portrayal of Cooper is layered with charisma and a sincere, albeit overzealous, sweetness that makes his character endearing to the audience. This relatable charm draws viewers in as Cooper navigates the challenges of parenthood. However, the narrative takes an unexpected turn when Cooper excuses himself for a bathroom break and checks his cell phone to monitor a victim he has imprisoned in a suburban basement. This shocking revelation flips the story on its head, transforming the light-hearted concert outing into something far more sinister. The film, titled Trap, reveals its true nature. Cooper is, in fact, a notorious serial killer known as the Butcher. The Butcher has a chilling reputation, with 12 victims to his name, each gruesomely dismembered. A 7-year-long manhunt, led by a seasoned FBI profiler, portrayed by the former child actor Haley Mills, has been underway to bring him to justice. The authorities have devised a cunning plan to capture him, having discovered that the Butcher plans to attend the concert of the mysterious Lady Raven. They have surrounded the Tanaka Arena with a heavily armed SWAT team, ensuring that no one can escape. Inside the arena, amidst the 20,000 concert-goers, 3,000 are adult males. The authorities possess a series of conflicting clues about the killer gleaned from surveillance footage, though they have never seen his face. One distinguishing feature they know of is an animal tattoo. Despite the massive crowd, they are certain the Butcher is present and are determined to unmask him. As the concert progresses, the tension mounts. The authorities are on high alert, scrutinizing every potential suspect in their quest to identify the killer before he can strike again. Meanwhile, the unsuspecting concert-goers, including Riley and her father, remain oblivious to the high-stakes drama unfolding around them. The story masterfully intertwines elements of suspense and drama, leaving the audience on the edge of their seats as the plot races toward its climactic resolution. As Cooper enters into a private conversation with Lady Raven in her dressing room, the film descends into a realm devoid of logic and realism. It's not that the meeting itself is unbelievable. Rather, it's the revelation that Cooper openly confesses to her that he is the killer. From that moment onward, any intricate plan he devises seems futile, as Lady Raven could easily identify him to the authorities. The expectation that the audience should simply accept such an implausible scenario feels almost insulting. The filmmakers might expect us to embrace it as a thrilling ride, but asking viewers to suspend disbelief to this extent risks alienating them. Moreover, the film fails to deliver the excitement or enjoyment typically associated with a suspenseful thriller. In the latter half of Trap, the narrative becomes a series of increasingly improbable events. The film shifts its focus to an exploration of Cooper's character, his secretive maneuvers, his unresolved issues with his mother, and his fractured personality. While he is indeed a brutal murderer, he is also portrayed as a devoted family man who loves his children. This duality creates a complex character dynamic, but it is not handled in a believable or engaging manner. In contrast, films like The Boston Strangler, 1968, effectively explored similar themes with a haunting and authentic approach. However, Trap inflates its plot devices to a level of near absurdity, which raises the question of how invested viewers can truly be in a high-concept serial killer when his emotional depth is as unconvincing as his improbable escapes. Ultimately, the film struggles to maintain credibility, and the audience's connection to Cooper's character wanes as the story progresses. The movie fails to deliver a compelling narrative that balances its ambitious concept with believable character development and suspenseful execution.